Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm King Posh, and today we're looking at my all-wheel drive version of the Ginetta G10 RM. Here's my share code for the car. Got it? Great. Yeah, I call this the Master All-Wheel Drive Drift. It's got 1,356 horsepower, just like my rear-wheel drive, but this one's all-wheel drive. Of course. Either way, let's get into it and show you guys everything I've done to this car. So we've got the racing 7.2 liter V8 all-wheel drive drivetrain, twin turbo, nothing in the front, nothing in the rear except the car in the middle. We are using a street tire compound, stock width in the front and stock width in the rear. I am using a heavier rim for this car just so I can keep it in the S1 range and still have all of that power in there. We have 19-inch rims in the front and 20-inch rims in the rear. That's just how I could do it. Alright, if I went 19s in the front and 19s in the rear, as you can tell, it would take me up to an S2 class. So I had to move this one up. So, and vice versa. I couldn't get them to even up and make them look, I made them look as good as I could. And that's just the way I did it. Got a 10-speed transmission to handle all of that power. Stock drive line and a drift differential. Stock brakes. Drift springs and dampeners. No anti-roll bars for the front. No anti-roll bars for the rear. No roll cage. And it's as light as possible. And of course, everything is on here. Even the anti-lag turbo. Race intercooler, and then, stock flywheel. So, there's that. All that to keep the weight down and the most power. Really, it's all about the power. All about the power. So, some things had to be not put into the car to give us the power that I wanted out of it. So, it has heavier rims, a couple missing parts. Other than that, it is what it is. But it's still light. It's still wild. It's still a lot of fun. And I gave you guys a 15-15 tire pressure, so it's not like super like wicked like 55-55. So I noticed it was a little bit too much for the car, so I dialed it down for you guys. It does have a top speed of 268 miles per hour, as you can tell by this gearing here. You can see all of them. You can see all the gears. They're all in there. Alright? Supposedly, it goes 302 miles per hour, but it doesn't. It goes 268. Alright, here is my alignment. This alignment has worked in the past countless times over and over again, so I decided to just throw it on here and see what happens, and yeah, it works beautifully. No anti-roll bars, we already know that. Springs, I decided to just go completely soft on both, and then as low as you can go. Dampening is 20, 20 and 20. Alright, I've been using this for a long time, and it works wonders. No downforce to worry about, no brakes, who needs them? We have 1,356 horsepower, and basically, putting a V8 in a Mazda Miata, and, yeah, who needs brakes? And then if you really want to just go even more crazy with all that power, you just throw 98% of all that power to the rear wheels. And yeah, have some fun. So that's what I did. And yeah, it's something else. Car mastery. Haven't touched anything on this thing. Either way, let's take her outside. And it's dark, but that's okay. You know, I never collect those things. I see those things all the time, and I don't go to the barns. As soon as I have all the cars, I don't need them, so I never pick them up. But yeah, she's good. Plenty of gears to pick with this car for sure. Fourth seems to be really good. You just gotta be careful since your brakes, you know, it is what it is. There's a 42,000. Super fun though. Like I said, you got 10 speeds to play with though. Let's see what we use on the strip. Seventh gear, pretty much it. You don't need to go to eighth, but it works. So seventh gear is pretty much it. And that's me stopping. Lots of power. Lots and lots of power in this thing. Super fun. And I mentioned in rear-wheel drive that this thing is an absolute blast for just completely stock. You know, you got to watch it. It's definitely got a very tail-happy rear end. But it's fun. And I hope you like shifting gears, because I love shifting gears. It's so much fun. And that's all going away in our lifetime, when everything goes electric. Unless they bring a false manual transmission in that has more than just one gear, you know. So you gotta appreciate the 10-speed that's in this car. I know I do. Well, hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this car as much as I do. This is absolutely a beast, and so is the rear-wheel drive. Rear-wheel drive is super, super fun too. So if you haven't, you know, had that one, definitely check that one out as well. Let me just show you guys here. So if you need the rear-wheel drive and want to try it out, here it is. And here, we'll just get you the share code here for you guys as well. So there's that as well. But I already made a video of this car, and you can check it out. You know, but it's got 1,356 horsepower, just like the all-wheel drive. But yeah, it's a lot lighter, and it's wicked. That's why it's called Extreme Rear Wheel Drift. You can't put rear wheel drive in there; it's too long. It cuts out. You wouldn't be able to put. You would just have drift, not drift. So that's how I put it in there. But yeah, so those are the two tunes I have up there. So yeah, pretty cool. All right, guys. Well, hey, it was a pleasure making this video. I've already said it multiple times. But anyway, stay sideways, my friends.